Grazie mille la Puglia. Io voglio parlare in italiano, ma è molto difficile per me. Ma ho capito bene e ottengo la capacità di parlare in piccolo, ma non molto. È molto difficile per me. I need to change in another language, probably more comfortable for myself. Not a lot, but I prefer to speak Catalan. Is more similar to the Italian, or Spanish is a lot of similar to the Italian. In some case, French is similar to Italian, Catalan, and Spanish. And in some case, I speak a little Portuguese also. But the Italian, I need to try. I promise you that the next time I try to speak in Italian, okay? If you have some questions in Italian, I have the capacity to answer probably in a piccolo italiano, questo va bene. Grazie mille per sua pazienza. Thank you so much for staying here. And probably is the last speech for today. And my idea today is to speak something about my little history. I am 55 years old. I started to work in the computer industry. I am developer, but I am not a publisher. But in some part of my life, arrived some connections between advertising world and the technology world. Probably there are people very young here, but probably people, it seems to me, in terms of years. Do you remember when in our life, internet doesn't exist? Ah, incredible. For my sons, it's impossible. Their internet is arriving 20 years ago or 25 years ago? Yes. 30 probably, 30. But before, nothing exists. It's just paper, no? Just paper or whatever, no? But I work in a beautiful company. The name is Ogilvy. It's probably one of the biggest agencies in the world. I have the pleasure to work with probably one of the most famous brands in Italy, San Pellegrino. I love this one. And all the news ad from San Pellegrino created in the last 2 years is created for our company in Barcelona. Probably Barcelona and Italy seems the same spirit, the Mediterranean area, no? And La Puglia, Bari, all this area, and Catalonia, it's very close in terms of flavor. I love it, this area, I love it, this city, and por supuesto, I love it, Pogliano di Mare, bellissima. Okay, I want to try to speak something about our life, my life, sorry, in order to understand what is possible arrive with the AI era. Probably the AI era, the artificial intelligence era, is probably the most bigger change in our life in the next probably 20 years. I can imagine, my son says, imagine, sorry for that. I can imagine, my son does say, imagine. I can imagine the next 3 or 4 years when the AI arrive completely in our lives. I need to move the presentation. If not, I speak alone. I arrive until here. Okay. We are living in the time of the unprecedented transformation. Believe me, internet is nothing in comparison to the artificial intelligence. It's completely destroyed. Every job, every work in the world is destroyed by artificial intelligence. Look at this advertising in New York 3 days ago. This company, the name is Artisan. He says, we replace our CEO with AI. Replace your CEO now. Or stop hiding humans. The era of AI, employees is here. I can imagine the future controlled by AI. No people, no persons. It is possible. Probably it's not totally true. Probably it's not totally true that the human, they don't work with the AI. But there are one thing's very clear. If you don't use the AI in your work, in your daily work, your place is replaced for another person that they use every day, the AI. Capita? Capito o no capito? Capito bene o no capito bene? Capito bene, importante. Capito bene. It's very important that you imagine your life in the future using everyday tools in AI. There are many different tools in many different ways, but it's obligatory that you find what is the best tool for you and your job in order to make better yourself. It's clear or not clear? Bene, va bene, tutto va bene. Mi piace che tutto il mondo capite bene. I want to explain 10 thoughts that I discovered in my life 20 years ago, and now I explain you what is possible to make better for you. The first one is, please put around you the best people, but the best people in 3 ways. The best people in professional, the best people in personal. I don't like the super professionals and bad persons. I prefer probably not a super better professional, but a super nice person. It's very important. And the third one, and the most important for the future, is the soft skills. The soft skills is more important than the degrees in the university, the masters in the university, and whatever you want. If you don't have soft skills, do you need to find some person in order to help you, in order to change your life? It's super important, okay? The first one, put around you giants. Put around you persons, very, very nice persons around you. And another thing, if you have a boss, and this boss don't, what do you say in Italiano? Un capo di capo, che non permettere che tu vai bene. Capito? It's very important, this one. If you have a boss that, no, all the time is pushing, no, don't grow, don't, silence. This type of boss is not good for your life. You need to change these persons, or you need to change the company. If not, you don't grow. But the most important is the boss is intelligent and the boss is bigger, prefer a huge people around them. Okay? First question, first point, giants around you. Okay? Secondly, do you need to think alone? Do you need to stay sometimes thinking alone about what do you want and what do you need and what do you prefer for the future? How many lists are you prepared about what is your next step in your life? How many times you dedicated in order to think what I want in the future? Normally, the people runs all the day is running, and sometimes somebody says, "Hi, Jordi, this is perfect for you." And come on, thank you for your conversation, but I need to stay alone, thinking about myself, about my future. If you don't dedicate times in order to think this one, you have a problem, my friend, okay? Second one. Third, this is my daughter loves this one. Say, ask for forgiveness, not permission. There are many people in this position. Tell me, boss, I go. I prefer that the people that they cross the line, they test something, and then sometimes, for sure, make errors. But I prefer around me this type of people. I don't like it, the people that they stay all the time, oh, I don't move. Probably if I move, I make some error. If I have some error, I have some problem, I prefer stay alone. I stay quiet. Do you understand? Capito? My daughter loves this one. Daddy, I prefer to try everything, and after that I say sorry for that. No? The number 4. In the future, do you need are the best specialized in your place, in your job, and your position. But you need to accept it that the AI transform your job every single minute and every single day. I put one example in the table. I started to work in AI 4 years ago in my office. We are in the agency. We are tested more than probably 1,000 different tools in order to make better our work for our clients. And I started to pay for a license 3 years ago, and every 2 weeks appear a new tools better than the previous that I choose. Incredibile. Questo no va bene, è molto pericoloso. I like it one tool, I started to work in this tool, I am the best in this tool, and appear another tool 10 times better than the previous one. And I need to make a lot of efforts in order to understand better one tool and appear another tool in 2 weeks. I can imagine. It's super stressing for the next years of your life. Is running all the day. Don't stop. Don't think that, oh, I am super specialist in this type of tool, it's the better in the world, and I don't change. Do you need to are very flexible? Bamboo, a little bamboo, movements, all the time, Capito, I don't like it. I don't know what we say in Italian, but in Spanish say with this type of person is a pelota. Questo va bene, questo va perfetto, è più bello, è il migliore del mondo mondiale. No, questo. I like it. People around me that say, no, it's not correct. I don't like it, this one. I prefer another things. I think I am completely sure that you are wrong. I prefer these people around me. What do you prefer? Okay, you prefer the second. The last one prefer the people say, you are the best. Normally, the people prefer, they say, you are the best. When you arrive in a place and you take a T-shirt or you take some dress, oh, it's beautiful, it's perfect. Probably it's not, but the idea is to sell them one. And I like it. All the people say, we say, pretty woman moment, no? Wow, that's the best one. You remember the film, eh? The sixth point for me is to learn to have uncomfortable conversations. Do you have uncomfortable conversations with your partner, with your wife, with your friends, with your clients, with your partners? You have uncomfortable conversations? Or you prefer to stay in silence in order don't create some uncomfortable situations? Please move very fast in this way in order to create uncomfortable conversations. At the end of the uncomfortable conversations, you have the best results in your life. My best uncomfortable conversations is with my wife. All the time has reason. Not me. All the time Susana has all the reason. I don't know for what reason. Yeah, she knows. Every time the ladies knows better than the men's. That's true. Totally agree with you. And I have the last, but I have the last word is my word. Sí, cariño. Tutto va bene, amore. Tutto va bene, amore. Okay. This one, be afraid that, but decided. Honestly, I am here probably not with the best English in the world, probably with not with the best capacity in order to explain with the perfect vocabulary on the perfect sentence, but I am here speaking in front of you in another language, in another city, in another place. I remember my first situation similar than this is many times ago in Porto, in Portugal. And I arrived one day before in Porto. And I started to speak with I love the wine, sorry for that, but I visited a beautiful winery in Porto, and I started to speak in Portuguese with the people in the restaurant, and the people say, okay, guys, you speak very well Portuguese, you need to try to speak tomorrow in Portuguese in the TED Talk. I say, no, come on, guys, I speak just a little. No, you speak very well. And be afraid, doubt, but decided. And I decided to speak in Portuguese. And I make Probably 50% of my presentation in Portuguese and 50% in an horrible English. But the people say, wow, thank you so much. Be afraid, doubt, but decided. In many situations in your life, in the next few months, do you stay in the middle of this type of situations? The AI grows super fast, and you need to decide it if you go fast or not. If you don't go fast, the AI destroy your life and your job. Real. 8, invest time in what is yourself. Okay, the AI demand something, but you need to invest sometimes in you in order to organize your life, in organize your body, in organize your mind. It's very important. If you don't spend time in create a great balance, you run all the time, similar to Forrest Gump, and you arrive at, I don't know where you arrive, okay? Number 9, I like it, this one. Learn to say no. How many times you say no? How many times you say no? For me, it's not negotiable to work in weekend. For me, today is not work, it's passion. But during the weekend, I prefer to stay with my family, stay with my friends, and in other places. But it's my personal time. During the week, I work a lot, probably more hours than is necessary, but I'll work a lot. But during the week, I decided to say no. It's my private time. It's not negotiable. It's not negotiable for me. Holidays with my family. It's not negotiable. That's a matter. Probably my friends, my best friend says, Jordi, it is possible to go with you in... No, I prefer go with my family. Learn to say no. My daughter says, Daddy, I say no. No, okay. And the last one, but the most important for you guys, and I think in the young people, mid people, and old people, that's the matter, it's for all. Embrace the AI. AI is not only technology. The AI changed our life in the future years. For sure, there are many doubts. For sure, there are many afraid. Probably it's impossible to understand very well what is the best way in order to go. But please, don't stay quiet. Move in different ways. Prepare your list. Prepare your time. Decide where you go. And at the end, I am completely sure that you are the right person that use the AI every day in your life. I finish with a beautiful sentence of my boss, my super boss, by the founder of the company, David Ogilvy, and says, I believe talent is most likely to be found among the non-conformists, dissidents, and rebels. I am authentical rebel in my life. With 55 years, I have 55 years. I dream to have 25. And AI appear in my life. I envious a lot. Use the AI in your life in order to grow and are better persons and professionals. And don't forget, soft skills is the secret for the future. Grazie mille per tua pazienza. Grazie mille.